Not reacting is choosing calm amidst chaos. It's an exercise of strength, not resignation. Today, we will address an important yet challenging topic: how to effectively resolve problematic and harmful relationships. At some point, many of us have felt exploited in a relationship, whether romantic, friendly, or familial. Occasionally, these interactions, which should be mutually beneficial, end up being one-sided, benefiting only one party. Even when we realize this, it can be very challenging to take a stand or step away to resolve this emotional issue. However, as Stoic principles teach us, we should focus on preserving our energy for actions and interactions that truly propel us toward our goals and aspirations. Therefore, it's crucial to recognize when certain relationships do more harm than good. Instead of dissipating energy in confrontations or emotional reactions, true wisdom lies in quietly withdrawing. Avoiding conflicts and quietly cutting ties is not only a prudent action, but also a respect for our own inner peace. Opting for a discreet withdrawal minimizes the negative emotional impact and keeps our focus and energy directed toward what truly matters. This non-confrontational method does not imply passivity, but rather a deliberate decision to not let external negativities disturb our emotional balance. Quietly distancing oneself is, therefore, a powerful strategy to maintain serenity and mental health, ensuring that our personal environment remains a sanctuary against toxic influences. Thus, we will discuss 7 tactics to identify these problematic relationships and how to end them in the best possible way, quietly and without direct reactions. Each of these strategies offers a way to distance oneself in a respectful and non-confrontational manner, helping to preserve our inner peace while moving away from negative interactions. Stay attentive, as every topic discussed here is crucial. Stay with us until the end, and if possible, leave your like and subscribe to the channel, which is very helpful and costs nothing to you. Let's begin. Number 1. Progressive disengagement. This is a subtle and effective technique for distancing oneself from people who bring negativity into your life without causing unnecessary confrontations. This method involves a gradual decrease in the frequency and intensity of interactions, which can be less painful and more controlled than an abrupt cut. Start by limiting communication. This might mean responding to messages at longer intervals and with shorter, less personal replies. In social interactions, you can choose to physically position yourself further away or engage less in conversations. The goal here is not to be rude, but to protect your emotional energy. Moreover, prioritize other relationships that positively contribute to your life. By doing so, your time and energy will naturally be redirected to healthier and more enriching interactions. This not only strengthens valuable bonds, but also creates a natural barrier against the negative influences of the relationships you wish to avoid. This process of disengagement also allows you to maintain composure and dignity, as it avoids the drama that often accompanies direct confrontations. By progressively reducing closeness, you give both yourself and the other person space to adjust to the new dynamics without intense emotional shocks. Adopting progressive disengagement is a way to affirm your own respect and value without engaging in conflicts, ensuring that your path to emotional and mental well-being is preserved. Number 2. Changing common habits. Altering your habits and routines is a practical strategy to minimize unwanted contact with people who cause you emotional discomfort. When we share common spaces or routines with someone who harms us, inevitable encounters can become sources of stress and anxiety. Adapting your itinerary or seeking new environments to frequent can be an effective way to silently remove these negative influences from your daily life. This concept resonates with Stoicism, which teaches the importance of controlling one's own life and minimizing external disturbances. Stoics advocate that we should focus on what is within our power, and modifying our own habits to avoid toxic interactions is an excellent example of this philosophy. By consciously choosing when and where we are, we can create an environment that favors our tranquility. For example, if you usually encounter someone who harms you at a certain cafe every morning, changing your coffee spot to another that offers a more positive environment can be a simple yet effective way to maintain your serenity. This change not only decreases the likelihood of encounters that can negatively impact your day, but also reinforces your autonomy and control over your own life. Concepts highly valued by Stoicism. This adjustment in habits, inspired by self-management, allows you to preserve yourself from external influences that disturb your inner peace. Instead of directly confronting the source of discontent, you circumvent it, aligning your actions with your needs and well-being, a direct reflection of the Stoic thought that we should focus our energies only on the areas of our life over which we have control. Number 3. Avoid unnecessary confrontations. Keeping interactions neutral and brief is an effective tactic for quietly distancing yourself from people who cause emotional discomfort without creating unnecessary waves or drama. Engaging in long or emotionally charged conversations can inadvertently strengthen the bonds you are trying to cut, fostering unwanted connections. By limiting communication to superficial and necessary exchanges, you protect your emotional energy and maintain focus on healthy disassociation. This approach not only helps prevent the escalation of tensions, but also facilitates a transition to a less painful and more discreet separation. When interactions are intentionally kept at a superficial level, the parties involved gradually lose interest in deepening the relationship, which can facilitate a natural and conflict-free distancing. Moreover, by choosing not to respond emotionally and maintaining composure, you practice a form of self-control that is central to many philosophies focused on inner peace, like Stoicism. This philosophy teaches that we should avoid allowing our passions to control us, and instead seek a life marked by rationality and emotional detachment. Therefore, by opting for brief and neutral interactions, you not only facilitate the process of cutting ties smoothly, but also exercise greater control over your emotional responses, aligning your actions with a path of greater peace and less disturbance in your life. Number 4. Recognition of toxicity signs. Correctly identifying the signs of a toxic relationship is the first step before considering silently cutting ties. This step is crucial as it allows you to objectively assess whether your interactions are harming your mental or emotional health. Behaviors such as constant manipulation, excessive criticism, and disrespect for your personal boundaries are clear indicators of toxicity. Furthermore, a toxic relationship can be characterized by a lack of support, unfair competition, and an imbalance in emotional exchanges, where one party always feels drained or undervalued. These signs, once identified, should serve as red flags, encouraging you to reconsider the value of these interactions for your well-being. By learning to recognize these signs, you empower yourself to make more informed and conscious decisions about which relationships to cultivate and which to avoid. This not only protects your mental health, but also optimizes your energy to invest in relationships that are genuinely enriching and positive. The ability to identify toxic relationships and act accordingly is not only a protective measure, but also a step towards greater control over your social life. Silently cutting ties with these toxic connections allows you to step back without creating unnecessary conflicts, thus preserving your peace of mind and respecting your emotional boundaries. Number 5. Assessment of emotional impact. An essential part of the process of silently distancing yourself from harmful people is to thoroughly assess the emotional and mental impact of these interactions. This introspective examination allows you to deeply understand how certain relationships affect your mood and overall well-being. When you notice that certain people consistently drain your energy, provoke anxiety, or exacerbate feelings of inadequacy, it becomes clear that these relationships may be detrimental to your emotional health. Reflecting on these dynamics is important because toxic relationships often have a cumulative effect, where the negative impact intensifies over time. Conducting this honest assessment of the emotional impact not only helps you recognize the need for distance, but also strengthens your resolve to do so discreetly and non-confrontationally. This involves understanding that, in many cases, directly confronting the individual or making dramatic statements about ending a relationship can actually lead to more stress and confrontation. Therefore, by choosing to distance yourself, you are prioritizing your inner peace and mental health, ensuring that your energy is reserved for relationships that are truly enriching and reciprocal. This choice, although it may be difficult, is a powerful affirmation of your right to seek and maintain a healthy emotional environment. Number 6. Focus on new friendships and relationships. When you decide to silently cut off people who bring negativity into your life, it is important to redirect your attention and energy towards cultivating new friendships and strengthening existing relationships that are healthy and positive. This redirection serves as a proactive step, not only to rebuild your social circle, but also to reinforce your emotional support during a potentially difficult period. By investing in relationships that promote mutual respect, support, and personal growth, you create an environment that is fundamental for your recovery and development. These healthy relationships are vital because they provide a positive counterpoint to the negative experiences you may have had, helping to restore your confidence in social interactions and reaffirming the value of genuine and reciprocal connections. Furthermore, by forming new friendships and strengthening bonds, you naturally begin to fill the emotional and social space left by the distancing from toxic people. This helps to prevent feelings of emptiness or loneliness that might arise after such cuts. Filling that space with positive interactions is essential for maintaining a healthy perspective and for the continuation of your emotional and social growth. Focusing on new friendships and strengthening healthy relationships is, therefore, a vital strategy that not only helps you disentangle from negative influences, but also builds a solid foundation for a happier and more balanced future. Number 7. Discreet use of social media. In an increasingly connected world, social media can be both a battlefield and a tool of liberation, especially when it comes to managing toxic relationships. To cut ties silently without causing conflicts, it is prudent to use social media cautiously and discreetly, adjusting your privacy settings to control who can see your posts and interactions can be an essential step to avoid unwanted confrontations or invasive observations. Additionally, you might consider limiting or selecting what you share online. By reducing the visibility of your daily activities, you decrease the opportunities for negative comments or interactions from those you are distancing yourself from. This not only protects your privacy, but also helps preserve your emotional well-being by minimizing the chances of unpleasant interactions. It can also be useful to review and possibly restrict your lists of friends or followers, removing or muting those who contribute to negativity in your digital life. Many social media platforms offer options to mute or hide someone without necessarily blocking them, which can be an effective solution to avoid drama while protecting yourself from potentially disturbing content. Using social media with discretion does not mean isolating yourself, but rather choosing to engage in ways that preserve your peace of mind and promote positive interactions. This approach allows you to maintain an active and healthy online presence while discreetly distancing yourself from toxic influences, ensuring that your digital life is an extension of your personal growth and well-being. Thus, completing the process of silently distancing yourself from people who cause harm in your life is an act of emotional and mental self-defense. By choosing not to react directly and instead to distance yourself in a calculated and discreet manner, you protect your well-being and conserve your energy for healthier and more productive relationships. This method not only avoids unnecessary trauma, but also strengthens your ability to control your surrounding environment, allowing you to maintain focus on the areas of your life that truly matter. Implementing these strategies, discussed in the video, demonstrates a mature and thoughtful approach to dealing with toxic interactions. It reflects a commitment to yourself to live a less stressful and more rewarding life. Ultimately, silently cutting off harmful people is not about escaping problems, but about choosing to face them in a way that preserves your dignity and mental health. It is a recognition that you have the right and the responsibility to build a personal environment where mutual respect and support are the norm, not the exception. By adopting these practices, you not only improve your own quality of life, but also set a standard for the kind of relationships you wish to cultivate in the future. Thank you for watching. For those of you who have made it this far, please comment Armored Wisdom, so I know you've watched the video until the end. I will leave here some other content that you might like. See you soon.